Hi, I am Erin Burke, the owner of Sugar Plum Creative. I am a lifestyle portrait and brand photographer in Columbus, Ohio, and I am here today to talk about branding. With brand photography, I get to know my clients, I get to know their stories and what it is that they want to share with their audience, so that way we can create the best curated photo session for them. I am all about visual storytelling, so I like to work with you, get to know you, and figure out creative ways to visually create that narrative that you're going to end up, writing all the words for, because, you're the expert in your industry, you've got all the written content, you just need something to go along with it because you can't post on Instagram without a photo and nobody reads anything on Facebook without one. So you need visual content, professionally done and in line with your brand, so that way you can catch your viewers' attention as they're scrolling through their feed, and that makes them want to stop and read all of your content. So visual content is just fun for me. I am a photographer and I just started doing brand films this year, and it's just really fun to think of creative, even abstract ways to represent your brand that would be fun and engaging for your viewers or the audience, or someone that just randomly sees your post will want to stop and read what you're about. And if they're not already following you, hopefully they'll want to then pop over to your page. Hopefully you'll gain a new client out of it. And worst case scenario, get a referral out of it, because maybe it's not a service that they would want to purchase or a product that they would want to buy, but they know someone that it would be a good fit for. And the only way for them to know if you're a good fit for them or for someone else is to get to know you. And if they're on social media, what's going to make them stop to read your words? Your photos. That's why it's really important to be fun, creative, and engaging. People are scrolling through at a fast rate, looking at things, and something's got to catch their eye. I mean, think about how fast your phone scrolls when you do that. Something's got to be able to catch your eye for you to be like, whoa, stop, let me go back a little bit and see what that was about. That's where I come in. I like to show your personality. I like to bring energy. Well, first of all, I get to know you. I match the energy to your brand, because if you're like a yoga instructor where you're more like tranquil, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, like, let's do those kind of photos, unless it's like, are you feeling like, but you wanna be more, because that's just fun for people, I don't know, to see those different facial expressions, like when you're just like, when you're not afraid to make a face. Helps people connect with you because you come across as more human, like showing that like I'm not perfect, like I don't care if I'm making a stupid face. I think people like that. It's kind of weird. So, and kind of to that, I don't really like stiff portraits or headshots. I really like to make you laugh during the picture, because even though I might get one of those like donkey things like through the process, it calms down and you end up with a true, genuine smile that's not your canned smile like ready for a picture. Like, everyone has one. I have one. I hate it. I hate it. So I know other people do it. I catch them in it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you're like hand smiling right now, but and be like, okay, like let's stop for a second, like let's like get you laughing, like think of something funny. If that doesn't work, then I usually have you fake laugh, because fake laugh leads to real laughter, because you sound ridiculous, because everyone does. And again, it calms down until like real smiles, like okay, I've done my effect, like okay, like haha, I'm talking and I'm like doing a weird thing with my face, so I can't real smile. But the point is, I'm not gonna let you leave my session without getting a real smile from you, because once you get your gallery and you're going through all of your pictures, I guarantee you the ones that you're gonna end up liking. And especially if you have other people, I really do like when other people, or like when someone shares their gallery like with a friend, like okay, like help me go through my photos, because it's really funny, the photos you pick of yourself versus what other people pick of you, they're different. Like you're picking the ones where you're trying to find like the most perfect whatever, and usually your friend or family member will find the ones where your personality is coming through more. And I actually had a client say that she was going through photos and she like knew which ones that she liked, and then asked a coworker who knew her very well with the business that she was building, and was like, what do you think of these? And she picked different ones, and she was like, I thought those were like weird ones. And she's like, no, like that's your real personality. She's like, you're not posing in those ones. That's exactly it. Your personality needs to come through, because that's what your audience is going to connect with, not with a pretty perfect smile with that or what, okay, maybe not quite that, because that was probably ugly face, oh my god, I'm sorry. But having a real genuine smile and laugh. I am a smiler, I'm a laugher, as you have already experienced. So for me to have anything less than that would not be in line with my brand. People have commented on my smile, like my smile is infectious, or whatever, like, that's good, you know? I'm having an impression on someone, a positive impression on someone, and they may not have actually met me in person. I've had people tell me through my posts that I was Facebook friends with and then met in person, they feel like they know me, and meeting them in person was not a detachment from the vibe they got online, which is huge. That was not intentional on my part, because I'm just a goofball. I can't keep track of, I couldn't try and have a fake persona, because that's just too much to keep track of. Like, I'm a mom with a toddler. I'm just trying to shower on a regular basis. I can't keep track of another persona. So that's just for real. To drive home though, your personality in real life needs to match what you're putting out there. So don't be all woo woo and I love people, but you're like, oh my god, I hate people. I don't want to go out in public. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, nah. Because like the worst is, and I've heard this type of story 100 times, okay, not really 100 times, from like a couple different people, but I've heard it repeated. But it's the worst when you like meet your idol that you've been following online, and you're like buying all their books or their courses or their products, and then you meet them and they fall flat. Or it's like an interview. You have to ask the questions. They don't know how to engage back with you. It's disappointing. It can even be heartbreaking. So it's very important that the persona, that personal brand that you're creating or that you've cultivated is authentic. I know authentic is like a huge buzzword, but it needs to be real. Like, people know I'm gonna laugh. I mean, I say in posts rather frequently, I laugh too loud, I laugh too long, I laugh at dumb stuff. I'm just putting it out there because like if something tickles me and I'm not expecting it, I have a horrible laugh. It sounds like a dolphin and a machine gun had a baby and then they beat it. Like it's horrible. It's horrible, but I put it out there that I laugh loud and I'm obnoxious with it, and I post photos of me laughing a lot, and it's my fake laugh, by the way. That's kind of my brand, but I'm so sarcastic too, so I always make sure I put that out there, because don't think I'm like, oh, I'm just like smiley and bubbly and like I'm also like sarcastic and snarky, and I make jokes. I tell really cheesy jokes. I intentionally tell like dad jokes basically, just to be like, get people like, what did she say? Or like to like laugh like, oh my god, I can't believe she just said that. And it breaks the like stiffness, and because it's so awkward being in front of a camera. This is like take 837, so I mean seriously. In a nutshell, brand photography is about sharing your stories. And you need to connect with your audience, so you're not just posting about your product and your service and your business and hours, events. You're also sharing community events, things that are happening around your neighborhood, going out into your local community and connecting with them because you're at the coffee shop or you're at the donut shop or a restaurant, or you're just walking down the street and you happen to have, you know, shops in the background that you can tag to be like, hey, have you been here? Or does anyone have any recommendations for, you know, audiobooks or whatever, if you're looking for new music to listen to. Those are the little things where you can connect with your audience. And you already are an expert in your industry. You don't need to have a photo showing that you're an expert, like, I'm an expert. That's pretty much a given because you're a business owner, right? Or you have a personal brand, so you already know you're an expert at something. But it's the fun, I think, creative photos that help people to stop and read your content and actually get to know you and how your product or service can help them, or how the product or service can help someone that they know, because referrals are also how people find you, you know? Like, it might not be for them, but they might know that Susie down the road would love what you have. So keep posting, even if you're not getting those likes, people are still watching. And I mean, it's not really so much about branding, but just, I guess, social media etiquette. Anyone who ever comments on your post, make sure you comment back. Don't just like their comment. If they took the time to stop and write something, you need to write something back. And even better, if you're able to ask a question to keep the conversation going, that helps to improve your engagement. And don't just ask like a random question like, oh, like I stopped at this awesome coffee shop. What's your favorite coffee? And they're like, oh, I like the Java Joe, whatever. And you're like, oh, so do I. What's your favorite color? Like, that's just a weird, like, what happened here? You know, like, keep it in line with what you're talking about, but just try and keep the conversation going naturally if you can. So that way people can build trust with you and get to know you better, and to have someone write something back and ask more, it makes them feel like, oh wow, they're investing in me, and they'll invest back more into you, either with engagement or sharing you with someone that they know. So brand photography is super fun. It is not scary. Don't look like you're holding your breath. I want you to breathe, laugh. I want your personality to shine. If you have a team, I want their personalities to shine. I want to just really help people to get to know you, want to get to know you, and through that, because social media is visually based, gotta have that amazing visual content so they'll actually stop to read and realize how knowledgeable you are and amazing you are. So if you guys have any questions about what to look for in a brand photographer, I would love to chat with you further. And I just want to thank Shauna for inviting me to be on her blog post. I was so excited when she asked. I've actually been following Shauna since she left her day job and quit with no plan B and went full force with ShawnaPoliz design, and I just absolutely love what she has built. She is absolutely amazing. So make sure you guys just keep tabs on her, follow her with whatever she does, whatever courses she builds, jump on that shit because she knows what she's talking about and she is aligned with some super awesome people. I'm not saying that because she asked me to be on the video. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and keep building your brands. Bosses all over, brand that shit. Bye.